Thank you, Deputy Speaker. This week I've had the opportunity to partake in the Australian Defence Force Parliamentary Exchange, where I have been joined by Commander Janna Houen, who is a maritime human resource officer in the Royal Australian Navy. And I want to welcome her to Parliament and everyone who's in the program. I think there's 42 participants here in Parliament House this week. What is it? 46. Thank you to the member for Spence. Commander Houen joined the Navy 22 years ago after graduating from the University of Western Australia. Her motivation for joining the Navy was based around the career and training opportunities, the opportunity to travel the world, and an underpinning desire to serve her country, Australia. As Shadow Minister for Defence Personnel, many of our discussions this week have revolved around the opportunities for young people joining Defence today. Specifically, I asked Janna to highlight the three key reasons why Australians should consider a career in the Australian Defence Force today. Opportunities to work on new and emerging technologies is one. The Australian Defence Force offers Australians the opportunity to work on new and emerging technologies, whether that be through the opportunity to train in cybersecurity, emerging nuclear technologies, or weaponry. There are exciting and endless opportunities for Australians, everyday Australians wishing to consider a career in the Australian Defence Force. 2. Training. For the majority of careers with the Australian Defence Force, there is no experience required. The Australian Defence Force provides Australians wishing to join access to all the world-class training they require, whether this be through a university degree, through the Australian Defence Force Academy, or a national recognised industry training in a technical trade. The Australian Defence Force offers school leavers and all Australians exceptional training and career opportunities. And it doesn't have to just be school leavers. You may have been out of school, worked, you might be in your mid-20s and you want to look for a new opportunity. You can apply now as well. Opportunities to serve. We live in a great country. Ultimately, one of the fundamental reasons people consider joining the Australian Defence Force is the opportunity to serve one's country, Australia. In recent years, the Australian Defence Force has been involved in a number of national and regional operations to protect our national interests, whether this be assistance to respond to national disasters in our region or as part of the international response. It's more than a career and an opportunity to make a difference to those in need. And myself, with a son in the Australian Army, I couldn't be prouder of his and of his colleagues' commitment to service, courage, respect, integrity and excellence. And I know through my own involvement, and I'm sure for other members in this chamber that have participated in the Australian Defence Force Parliamentary program, all of the people that I've met are first-class Australians, and I can't be more prouder than the men and women that serve in the ADF. I would encourage anyone finishing high school or anyone looking for a new challenge or adventure to consider a career with the Defence Force. Not only is it rewarding, but you will be guaranteed to live a story and a life worth telling. For more information, I think it's adfcareers.gov.au. It was defencejobs.gov.au, but I think it's adfcareers.gov.au. Talk to, if you've got friends or family in the Defence Force, they might be reserves or they might be full-time. I'd encourage all Australians to talk to them because it is certainly a career worth having. Deputy Speaker, I just want to talk really quickly about home ownership. Australia is a land of opportunity. It's a land of hope and optimism. I think all Australians can get into their own home, and I want to encourage everyone in my own electorate to look at some of the incentives that the Australian government provides. Since I've been in Parliament, there's been a number of programs the Australian government offers, in particular around the First Home Super Savers Scheme, the First Home Guarantee, and for single parents, the Family Home Guarantee. First Home Super Saver allows you to save tax and get your deposit much quicker than saving in a bank. The First Home Guarantee means if you're working full-time and you can get a loan, the federal government will ensure that your mortgage insurance is paid for, saving you a lot of money, and you can also use other schemes, state-based as well. And the Family Home Guarantees help single parents get in look it up. It's on my website, lukehowarth.com.au. Thank you.